Okay, so talk to us about how you're managing your art conferencing.
So I meet with my children in either a small group based on their power goals. If I was able to, I group them together based on those goals. And I meet with them while the children are doing Reader's Workshop. Right now, I have 8 different groups with 8 different power goals. So I'm meeting with them every other day, and I'm able to get usually 3 groups in during Reader's Workshop, and then during Literacy Centers, I'll finish that last group if I need to. And while I'm meeting with my Power Goal groups, my Parapro has a list of the students that I'm not meeting with that day, and those are the ones that she is sure to touch base with and conference with. And she also has a list of their power goals so that she knows what specifically to ask them about and to talk to them about as she's conferencing with them.
So, talk to us about some of the biggest challenges you've had as you're implementing ARC.
So some of the biggest challenges were really just getting those procedures down and the routines at first, building up so that we were at 30 minutes of reading stamina so that we could then implement the power groups. But once we had that down, it really was just what I normally did for small group reading time anyway. Just the groups are more focused and more of a specific target rather than where my guided reading groups in the past would have been a little bit more lengthy, and we would have done several different components of during the lesson. The the lessons are now more specific and more targeted based on that child's power goal.
So, tell us some positive things that you've seen since you've been implementing ARC this year.
So the kids really love having all the books on their level. I think it's really great for the lower kids because in the past, they just haven't had those resources. And I never hear my kids say, I can't read. Um, all year long. And that's usually something that, that we struggle with all year long, or at least halfway through the year with some of those lower babies, is that, they are convinced in their head that they can't read. And so with this program, with the levels and the way that the books have a pattern, and that we've taught them to look for the pattern, look at the pictures, then they are all excited about reading, and they all are reading.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add about how it's working and why you think it's working so well?
Um, I really just think again that it really had to do with spending the time there at the beginning of the year, even though it was difficult to hold off on doing small groups for that amount of time. It really did help to just really get those procedures down and solidify those routines so that we were ready to jump into the small groups. And I think if we hadn't done that, it may not have gone so smoothly.